Hello, I'm Marie and I'm going to talk to you about the strategy pattern. The strategy pattern is a pattern that allows you to choose an algorithm behavior at runtime. Like, for example, if you have a game in which you can fight and you want to implement a hard version and a normal version, you can do it using this pattern. So let's say you have your class game with a method fight. Here it's not at all expensive, so you're going to want to encapsulate first the method in another class. So you're doing like this. Of course, your class game has other attributes and methods, but I'm not going to detail them here. So you begin to create a class fight strategy in which you copy paste your method from game here. So you can link it to your game by having this as an attribute. So since we've got this attribute, you can call the method fight like that in your game. But then it's only one class and one method, so what you want to do is put this here as an interface and implement the method in another class that inherits from fight strategy. So this won't change, so I'm not going to draw it entirely. Here, this is now an interface, even though earlier it resembled an interface. It is now an interface. It still needs the declaration of the method, even though it won't do anything. But now you can implement two classes, or maybe three if you want to fight easy, I don't know, but here we are going to do only two classes because it would be quicker. So now you've got your two classes that inherits from fight strategy. Here and here. So this here entirety is the pattern strategy, which you can find on the website a bit prettier, because here it's rather awful. So now we are going to see how we implement this on an already existing project. So like I said, you've got your game here, and you've got your fight method that is here. It takes parameters because it's easier for me, but it's the same. So here it is called in the play method, and the game is called here. So now you can play the game. Obviously you can't play the game, but it plays itself. So we're going to do the first step. I'm going to make a new class here. So I've called it fight strategy, and like I said, you just have to copy paste the method. So here you can no longer fight, but if you just do this, you put it as an attribute. As I said earlier, you can just call fs.fight and this should work. Not at all. Why not? Okay, of course, because here it's not defined. Now it works again. Sorry about that. So now I'm going to make this an interface. So for that, just pasting this and now I'm going to create the normal fight normal, I can call it. Now this is an interface. And this increments interface. This is a keyword to say it inherits from the fight strategy. So this is a normal fight where the hero still wins. But now I'm going to create a new class, fight hard. So since it's harder, I'm going to make a bit harder for the hero to win. Of course, since there is no random hits, he will lose. So sorry about that, but it's like that. Maybe it implements the fight strategy. And now I'm going to remove this because we no longer need it. But we still need a method to choose which fight strategy you want. Fight strategy. You want to pass one as an argument. So fight strategy fs, and this now the fight strategy you pass as an argument is the fight strategy for the game. So you can do that in the application, in the main function. You can set the strategy for your game as like fight hard. And now the hero should die. Yes, he dies. That's too bad, but it happens. So if we want to test if this still works as fight normal, yes, now he doesn't die at all, so that's great. So now we've got our interface, as I've said, fight strategy. Here the method implemented in fight normal and the same one in fight hard. You've got the interface as an attribute because it is the class from the interface from which they inherit. And here you can set your fight strategy at runtime in here, so you can do an input if you want the player to choose really at runtime, because here we still hard-code it in the main function, but it's possible to let your player choose whether they want to do it normally or harder. So yes, you have your full pattern, and that's it.